Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is Bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
Well, it's just me and Fratty today. And before we start this off, this wasn't the intro we wanted to start. We wanted Dalt to be here, but unfortunately, the devastating news we all got today of the passing of his dog, Roxy, it's definitely shook my heart for sure. And I'm trying not to get emotional right now, best I can. But she was a great dog, and Dalt loved her very much. So we wanted to tribute this show to Roxy, and we miss you. You were definitely an angel and great dog, and thank you for all the times that we spent together. I'm honored to call you I'm honored to be called your uncle. So that uncle dog person, whatever you want to call it. But our prayers go out to Dalt and his family right now in this hard time, because that was his first dog. So, but yeah, I mean, unfortunately though, more sad news, not as sad, not as devastating, but the Phils, I mean, they get swept, Friday. They get swept. And this just really sucks. I mean, they couldn't do anything today. They did get one hit, but yeah, we will not be having the lower thirds like usual, guys, because just everything happened so quickly, unfortunately, and things popped up. So I'm not advanced yet with the whole lower thirds whole aspect yet. So just bear with me. We only have the Fratty's corner lower third, so that will be popping up. But besides that, though, it's pretty much just going to be free for all. So, but yeah, Frat, man, what the heck happened today with this team?
Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on in their heads. I mean, it's becoming a problem. It's just a problem in this whole Houston series, and I'm hoping this is just not a start of a nightmare of what's to come this weekend versus a Braves team that's playing better. But we'll get more into that a little bit later about Atlanta. So,
yeah, I mean, that wasn't good by the Phils. It was not a good series at all. They just couldn't get anything to go, and it was just the team looked lost out there. And it sucks to really do that against a team that I feel like, I mean, I still have PTSD even seeing the logo of the Astros. I mean, obviously they beat us in the World Series in 2022. And it just sucks that we can't beat them right now. We honestly looked lifeless out there. And we had an amazing series against the Mets, and that didn't really transition over well at all in this series. And it seemed like this team definitely was just not awake. Maybe they're jet lagged. I don't know what it is. What do you think happened? Do you think they're jet lagged, Fratty?
I think I don't know what happened on that day off this week, because we had a day off on Monday. Life was good, and I think that day off they took the trip down to Houston. Something happened with them when they probably got down to Texas. They got pretty much. If I had to describe in 3 words what happened to the Phillies from traveling to Philly, Houston, they took the Texas two-step down to Astro City. They took the Texas two-step, and they just lost their minds and also couldn't hit that well. It couldn't even score more than 1 run, and it got shut out twice.
Yeah, not a good look. What'd you think from Christopher Sanchez, though, overall? Think he had a good outing?
Yeah, Sanchez, absolutely. The topic for this was supposed to be Sanchez's deals, guys. So Just
Yeah.
to let you know. So Sanchez deals. Christopher Sanchez looked very good tonight. It's a shame and really frustrates me that a man, and this reminds me of the month of April with the starting pitching this whole series. It reminds me of April when our pitching did so well and our offense wouldn't contribute. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, am I my concern level for this team. My concern level if our starting pitching is not high, but getting back to Sanchez, yeah, Sanchez he was dealing, he looked locked in, and I expect him to pitch well in his next start. I really have nothing much to say. He just it's they wasted his whole start. They wasted his whole starting pitchings that pitched their butts off. Pitched their butts off. They wasted all that, and they do it. If they do this in Red October, then that would be a very devastating if they do the same thing. So
Yeah, it would be very devastating. I think also it's kind of a slump right now we're in. And you know what? This is also, and it should be a wake-up call to Dombrowski. Get some hitters. Get some guys that can get this team back alive. Because right now, nothing's working. Nothing's working. And I mean, I know that we keep on saying like, oh, well, yes, maybe the season's over or whatever. We keep on seeing people say like, oh, these guys are bums. It doesn't mean this team's bad, but right now we're in a slump. But I mean, to make sure we don't get in more of these slumps, I think you got to add some other pieces. You definitely do. And if that means in the trade deadline then you got to make some sacrifices and some trades, I say go all for it. But yeah, it is tough to see them go through this. And it wasn't like they dominated us at all. I mean, in all the games, it was just a 1-0 game. A 2-1. Today was a 2-1 game. So it wasn't like it was a scoring spree that the Astros were putting on us. They were barely doing anything to us. And we had chances. We had so many chances to score some runs and we just didn't. And it really sucks. I mean, obviously it was great to, get back on the scoring board. Have the scoring drought today, but guess what? That didn't get us a win. That did not get us a win, and we need the win. You need as many wins as you can get right now because you never know when a team could be knocking on the door, especially in our division right now. Our division is pretty close, even though the Mets have been stinking up the joint right now. I wouldn't sleep on them, though. I've been saying people that they're laughing about the Mets. I laugh about the Mets, too, but I still have my eyes peeled for the Mets. They got us last year in the postseason. So I would not sleep on them. But yeah, this team right now, the Phillies, well, they're asleep. They definitely are. And they need to be woken up. And there's only one man that can really wake up this team. And it's a little segment we like to call Fratty's Corner. Let me figure this out quickly. Fratty's Corner.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
All right, Fratty, give him the business.
Well, guys, in Houston, it just wasn't our series. It happens. I'd rather get these bad series out of the way like this, especially getting swept in Houston.
Sorry. We're good.
I'd rather give the series in Houston out the bad series like this and us being our funk now. But at the same time, I'm concerned that we could be like this in October too if we make Red October. Kerkering, he just imploded in that inning, allowing base runners, allowing that run. I really have, in that aspect, I have nothing much to say there. That they got to get themselves, the bullpen has been pitching good for the most part, but they still have to get themselves together. Otherwise, I want to look ahead because I can't keep talking about this Astros series, guys. I'm sorry, everybody who's watching. I can't take talking about this Astros series, and we got to move on. We play a Braves team, that is, believe it or not, they have to travel a longer distance than us. They have to go all the way from New York and travel straight down south. Yeah, literally. And we only have to go from Houston a little bit up northeast to Atlanta.
So it'll be from Houston to Atlanta. And I mean, that's not, I mean, they're obviously Texas is down more south. Atlanta shouldn't be too far. They're a couple states away, so it shouldn't be that far of a flight for them. They shouldn't get jet lagged.
So here's the thing. So here's what my advice to the Phillies. You're getting to the ballpark 9/11. I better not see you drinking beers the night before, or I better not see you guys partying like you're in a nightclub. Because if you guys do that, you guys will not win a series against the Braves. And I know some of you guys will stay up probably till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But if I see you guys partying and like you're careless, like you don't care about winning, then you guys won't go anywhere. And that's just James Harden mentality to me. That's James Harden, Ben Simmons mentality to me. And I think my advice to the Phillies before we wrap up the show is to get some rest tonight because you're going to need it because you guys can barely score runs right now. So anyway, I know me and KJ, we will be back tomorrow night, probably around 10 o'clock or so, 10-ish, depending on what time the game ends. 7:15 first pitch in the Peachtree State in Atlanta, near Atlanta, home of the All-Star game, which is happening in a few weeks. So, anyway, any final thoughts, KJ, before we wrap this up?
I think you pretty much wrapped it up for sure. And I mean, this team needs to bounce back because right now this is not looking good, and they just look lifeless out there. They look lifeless, and we need them to wake up. So maybe they need a Fratty's hype speech. We might need that. We might need to send that to the team. What do you think about that? You think they need it?
Oh, I think they do. I think they need to go to Waffle House and eat some eggs, some toast, some bacon, some sausage, whatever. They need to go to Waffle House in Atlanta tomorrow morning for a pre-game meal before batting practice or before they enter the stadium.
Yeah, maybe that'll help them out. So, but all right, guys, that's going to do it. We appreciate you guys for joining in. I know it's been a little odd with not the lower thirds, not our usual kind of show. But as we said before, please just bear with us. Unfortunately, I mean, the devastating news we got right before the show that Dalton's dog, Roxy, passed away. And I mean, just very sad. Me and Frat are both very devastated about it. And it's very sad. We're sad for Dalt, sad for his family, and just praying for everyone in this. Praying for everybody that knows her. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, but we will definitely hold down the fort for Dalt, and best believe that. So we appreciate you guys for joining in, and we will see you guys very soon. The Phils need to ring the bell. Let's go.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going, and it is gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Chaos Chris, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy.